It's Friday Coffee with the Mortgage Man Eric. Here we go. Today we're going to talk about FHA condos, VA condos, and the gravitation of home buyers towards those kinds of properties. And why? Why is it happening? Well, I think the obvious here is, right, that the values of homes have escalated so high that the average first-time home buyer can't afford a $300,000 home. Sure, you can maybe find some homes in the $250,000 range that might be fixer-uppers, right? I mean, look, if we're honest about this, in Phoenix, in a very hot market, that people are starting to gravitate towards condos because of the value, right, or the purchase price that's being set. 125, 150, 175, 185. You can still find a condominium in that price range, right? So what's happening, and I've been seeing this a lot lately, it's been coming across my plate. First-time home buyers, they're needing down payment assistance. They're FHA borrowers for the majority. So what does that mean? And here's the big coming to Jesus conversation, if you will, or the big learning curve that everyone seems to have in this transaction or this possible scenario is this. Well, I don't want to buy a single family home. I want to buy a condo because it's $100,000, $150,000 less in value. That's all I can afford. Great in theory, but what happens is that first time home buyer, for the majority of the times that I'm seeing come across my desk, is they can only qualify for an FHA loan. As a matter of fact, they've taken the last 6 months, 8 months to get their credit scores just above a 660 credit score so they can get a pre-approved for down payment assistance program. So now what happens? They pull the plug and they say, I need a condo. Okay, great, but FHA has their own approved condo link or list, right? And it's easy to find. Just plug in Google FHA Approved Condos. You'll get a link. And the way that I search it and search it quickly is by zip code. You can search it by different facets, if you will, by city name, by the condo name, things of that nature. I usually search it by zip code, and boom, within seconds, you'll have the results of how many FHA approved condos are in that zip code. And it's astonishing just how few are approved. So there we are. We're kind of stuck, okay? Now what happens? Now we either go back to leasing and we kind of give up, or we got to get back into credit restoration and we got to raise the credit scores because look, we're not getting a 3% down payment assistance program that's going to take care of the 3% down with a 668 credit score. You will not be approved for that kind of loan. The algorithms and what we refer to as the desktop underwriting is just not going to approve you with a 668 credit score on a Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac conventional loan product. And why do you got to go there is because conventional is different. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, they don't have a list, a very short list of condominium complexes that you can buy in. We do have to provide some due diligence as far as their reserves and their financials, right, and things of that nature through the process, but I would say 95% of condos get approved in the conventional loan world. FHA, whole different story. Now VA also has their own approved list. It is larger than FHA, but not by much. The big downfall that's happening is this. What we're seeing is people coming in, they can only afford $250. They see $250 on a single family residence and they're like, oh, we need to go to like $300. Oh, we don't like that payment. Or, oh, we can't afford that. And so now we're like, oh, well, let's shift gears. Let's go to a condo. Now we're looking at condos for $125, $150, but they can't go FHA, if you follow me there. FHA, you pull up the list, it's not on the approved list. So you can't make an offer on that condominium. Look, I don't agree with it. I think it's terrible. I think we're doing a terrible disservice to homeowners, home buyers out there when it comes to condos with FHA and VA. We could be doing a better job at this. I don't know how we go about that. Nonetheless, I'm here to talk to you about how to prepare yourself for this market. If we want to go in that direction, yes, there are some. There will be some complexes. But otherwise, if you're not happy with those complexes for whatever reason, you're back to the drawing board, and we've got to get you close to 700, if not over 700, before you're going to get a Fannie Mae conventional loan approval for that condominium. So I think the crux of the story is continue to keep getting your credit scores up, continue to keep improving the credit scores, get into credit restoration. And I don't want to get into that topic right now because I can spend another 6-7 minutes on credit restoration. But for, like I said, the crux of the story, FHA condos, if we're going in that direction, it's a short list. Pop in Google FHA Approved Condos, a link will come up. It's that simple. And because I get the question all the time from realtors and potential prospective buyers, Eric, where do you find that list? And if I'm, I can email it to you. I can email you the link like that. But if you're on the fly, just pop in Google FHA Approved Condos. The HUD link will come up. It's as simple as that. But there's a problem out there that we're seeing with the condos, right? And these prospective buyers going into the condo market, and they're only FHA approved, right? And it's a shame, right? And picture this: we have people that are first-time home buyers that can, in theory, buy a home. They can buy a home, but because of the product, condos, and this list, we can't get them into a home. And I think we're doing a disservice to ourselves with that. So the nature of this is just be prepared if you're sitting in that range, if that might be speaking to you in the coming future. With that said, it's Friday Call with your mortgage man, Eric. 602-757-2170. We'll see you.